Okay, good evening, students. Very warm welcome for another amazing session on atoms and molecules. We have already told you that atoms is the smallest particle student of an element. Atom is the smallest particle of an element. Usually it is not available, not existing as atom. Why? Because these atoms combine students to form molecules or compounds. Because the atom as such is not stable, so it combines. And then it can exist as molecules student and compounds, so many unlimited number of compounds are known. And we have also studied that during a chemical reaction students, the the masses of the reactants, and the masses of the products are equal. Or what I'm trying to tell you, certain thing which I want to revise before the quiz will begin, students. What we are saying, students, that in the chapter of atoms and molecules, what we studied, student, what we have studied. First, we studied atom, smallest particle, of an element, student, and which usually doesn't exist, cannot exist independently. Therefore, how it exists? It forms, student, molecules. It forms molecules. And the molecules have their own properties. Similarly, the chemical compounds, they retain their chemical properties, students. Then we told you about law of conservation of mass, students. What is the law of conservation of mass? The sum of the masses of the reactants, is equal to, student, sum of masses of products. Sum of the masses of the products. So in any chemical reaction, sum of the masses of reactants is equal to sum of the masses of the products. That is what we say, law of conservation of the mass, student. And another important law which we studied, student, what was that? Law of definite proportion. In this chapter, law of definite proportion, students. What it says? That in a chemical compound, students, in a chemical compound, elements are always present.
Definite proportion by
Elements are always present. Elements are always present in definite proportion.
indefinite proportion by mass.
Okay, very good answer. Proportion by mass. So if I write H2O, student, then this, if this is 2 is to 16, so the proportion of mass is 1 is to 8, student. So the mass proportion is always in the ratio of 1 is to 8. So further we said that the chemical formula of a compound, we learned how to write the chemical formula of a compound, student. Chemical formula of a compound. So if we write the chemical formula of the compound, which we have done for many cases, what we find when we write the chemical formula of the compound, if you write the chemical formula of, for example, magnesium chloride, student, this is the chemical formula. What it shows to you, that the constituents which are present are magnesium and Cl. These two elements are present, and also tells you how many atoms of each are present. which are the constituent elements and how many of each constituent elements are present is represented by the chemical formula, students. And we told you the valency is the combining capacity. Valency is the combining capacity of the elements. So by knowing the valency of the different ions, we can write the chemical formula. This we learned, students. And for ionic compounds, we know the charge on each ion is also used to determine the chemical formula of the compound. Further, we told you about the relative atomic masses, student. Since the mass of an atom is very, very small, therefore, student, the scientists use relative atomic mass scale to compare the masses of different atoms, and the standard which is chosen is the relative atomic mass of carbon 12. Carbon 12 is taken as 12, students, as the 12, and this is compared 12 AMU or 12U. This, with this we compare the relative atomic masses of all other elements. Then we also told you, student, what is Avogadro's constant, student. This is a number, student, which is a collection of how much? 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles, atoms, ions or molecules, students. And students, these are the number of atoms. This is the number of atoms which are present in 12 gram of C12 isotope of the carbon. Clear? And mass of 1 mole of the substance is known as, students, its molar mass. And you know how to calculate the molar mass, students. Molecular mass or molar mass can be calculated by adding the masses of all the atoms. Sum of masses of all the atoms, students. All this is known to us, right? Any doubt? So this was the revision of atoms and molecules. Let us now begin, student, the competition of quiz question answer session, student. Let us see how many questions we will do today. The first question on the screen, student. Which one of the following correctly represent 360 gram of the water? You are given, student, 360 grams of the water. What is the correct answer, students? What is the correct answer for the question 1? You
Sir,
have
D part.
B part,
D part.
D part. Okay, let us see, student. You are given
And the second option is also correct.
second option is also correct. Okay, you have 360 gram of H2O, student. The mass of the W, let me put it W. The weight W of the water given is 360 gram. You are given, students, 360 gram, and the molecular mass of water is how much? 2 plus 16. There are 18 gram per mole, student. So what will the formula of moles, student? How do you calculate moles? N is equal to W by M. Weight by mass given, molecular mass. So 360 by 18, that will come, student, to how many moles? 20 moles. 20 moles. Once you get 20 moles, student, then how many molecules are there? 1 mole is equal to student 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules. So Avogadro's number, then 20 into 6.02 10 power 23. So what do you get? This value, this is also correct. 1.2044 10 power 25. So your answer is absolutely right. There are two correct answers in this, students. You can do it so fast. Very good, very good. Next question on the screen. Which of the following statement is not true about an atom?
Sir, D part.
The part,
Atoms aggregate in large numbers to form the matter that we can see, feel, or touch.
which of the following statement is not true about an atom? Atoms are not able to exist independently. Atoms are the basic units from which molecules ions are formed. Atoms are always neutral. Atoms aggregate, which is not true, not true. Atoms aggregate to form matter that we can use. So C part, which is your answer? Not true.
Sir, D part.
D, no, but atoms, D is the correct answer. D is not wrong. Atoms aggregate in large number to form matter that we can see and feel. Of course, everything is made up of atoms. You know about it. But the C part here, atoms may not be always neutral, student, because you know in ionic compounds what is happening. They can, if I write ionic compound NaCl, student, you know this is positive and negative. So this is not the correct answer. Next question on the screen. One U or this was correct, this part. So this, the answer was this one. Next question. One U or one AMU means
Sir, A
one
part.
U.
1/12 mass of C12 atom.
That is the correct answer. Correct answer, because all the relative atomic mass scale we told you is with respect to carbon 12 atom. So one U will be 1/12 the mass of the carbon 12, students. Okay, that is the correct answer. Next question on the screen, students. Which of the following will contain maximum number of molecules? If we calculate the moles, that will be enough for us, because moles, if you will multiply with Avogadro number, will give you the molecule, student. So
Sir, C part is the answer. 1G and H2.
1 gram, 19 gram will contain how many moles for CO2? 44. These are the moles, student, of CO2. And what about the nitrogen? If you have, this is CO2. If you have nitrogen, how many? 1 by 28. Hydrogen H2, how much? 1 by 2. And 1 gram of CH4 will be how many moles? Moles. If I calculate the moles, student, how much? 1 by 16. So once we calculate the mole, if I multiply with the Avogadro's number, all same Avogadro number, we will get the max molecule. So which is the largest value? 1 by 2. If you multiply all that's the same thing. That is the correct answer. Next question on the screen. A sample of ammonia molecule, irrespective of source, contain 82.35% of nitrogen and 17.65% of the hydrogen, students. By mass, the data supports law of conservation of mass, multiple proportion, law of definite proportion, and Avogadro's law.
Sir, C part. Law of definite
That
proportion.
is the correct answer. We have already answered the question that law of definite proportion means that in a compound, student, the elements are always present in definite proportion by mass. That is the correct answer. Next question, students. An element X is divalent and another is tetravalent. The compound formed by these two elements will be, what will be the formula of the compound, students? X is
So
divalent,
B part is the answer. X
X,
Y
and this is
2.
tetravalent, students. So X, which part?
B part.
Okay, B is the correct answer. You multiply this by 2 by 1. So X, C part na, X2 to X is divalent na, so X2, so what it will be? You multiply this by 2, this by 1, so it will be X2Y. What answer you have given?
सर मैंने तो बी बोला.
B नहीं हो सकता, देखो, B is wrong. Answer X2 plus X is divalent, Y is tetravalent. Y is tetravalent. Tetravalent, this will be 4 minus. So this is 4 minus. Then you have to cancel the charges. Crisscross method, what we do in this, multiply this by 2, it will become plus 4. Multiply this by 1, it will become minus 4. Plus 4 and minus 4, 0. So y is 1, x is 2. The correct answer is x2y. This is the correct answer. Student, next question on the screen. The molecular formula of potassium nitrate is, the molecular formula of potassium nitrate is, students,
A part.
potassium is this, nitrate is this, so KNO3 is the correct answer, student. Next question on the screen. 3.42 gram of glucose dissolved in 18 grams of water in a beaker. The number of oxygen atoms. How many oxygen atoms will be there, student? The number of oxygen atoms in the solution are. How many number
Sir
of
A part is the answer.
three? What is the molecular mass of sucrose? 342 gram per mole. Sucrose is C12H22O11, student. This is the molecular formula. This is the molar mass of the sucrose. So how many moles will be there? 3.42 divided by 342. So this is 10 minus 2 mole. And in how many oxygens are there? 11 in 1 mole. 11 oxygen atoms are present in 1 mole. 11 into 10 minus 2 mole into 6.02 into 10 power 23. What is the answer coming, students? What is the
Sir
answer?
A part. 6.68 into 10 part 20.
Okay, then A part, how? 6 point, what is the value? These are the moles. 1 moles of this, 1 mole contains how much? 1 mole of this contains 11. There are 11 atoms. C12H22, 11 atoms in this. So that will come to be how much? 10. Approximately, students, 10 minus, this will become 11 into 6.02 into 10 minus 21. This, if I take 10, this will become 10 power 22 and little 6.02, little more than that. So B should be the correct answer. Students, will come to around 6.09 10 power 22. ठीक है, this value 11, so multiply, this is more than 10, so 10 power 22 number will be there, students. Next question on the screen, students. Molecular mass is defined as, molecular mass is defined as mass of one molecule compared with mass of C12, mass of an atom compared with mass of one atom of hydrogen, mass of an atom compared with mass of none of the above. What is the correct answer for molecular mass? Molecular mass will be equal to, students,
Sir, A part is the
A
correct answer.
is the correct answer. Molecular mass is the mass of one molecule of any substance compared with mass of 112 atom. That is the correct answer, students. Next question, student. On the screen, a change in the physical state can be brought about. Physical state can be brought about only when energy is given to system, only when energy is taken out, only when energy is either given to or taken out from the system without any change in energy. Change in physical state is brought about, students. If you convert solid to liquid or liquid to gas or gas to liquid or liquid to solid, then what happens, students?
Sir, C part will be the answer. When
Yes,
energy is either given to or taken out from the
that is the correct answer. Absolutely, you can convert ice into water and water can be converted into ice. So if you take heat from water, ice, if you give heat, ice to water. That is the correct answer, student. Next question on the screen. The atomic mass of sodium is 23. The number of moles in 46 gram of sodium is. Your time is running out,
Sir,
student.
B part will be the answer.
That is the correct answer. 46 grams, you know, the moles are equal to W by the molar mass, student. Here 46 gram divided by 23 gram per mole. So you will get 2 mole. Okay, that is the correct answer. Next question, which one of the following represent a correct chemical formula, students? Your time starts now. The timer is
Sir,
on.
B part. B.
B. Okay, B is the correct answer because you have to see the valency, student. And how do we write the formula? By valence, by valency, student. See, calcium valency is 2, Cl is -1. So the formula will be what? So I have to multiply this by 2 and I have to multiply this by 1. So this becomes plus 2 and this becomes minus 2, which is 0. Therefore, the formula will be CaCl2. If I say NaSO4, student, sodium is plus 1, SO4 is 2 minus, multiply this by 2 and you have to multiply this by 1, student, plus 2 and minus 2. Therefore, Na2 SO4. This is a crisscross method to check the formula. Bismuth is 3 plus and phosphate is 3 minus. So both multiply by 1 and 1. So plus 3 and minus 3. Therefore, the formula is BiPO4. This is the correct formula. Sodium and sulfide, you already know, student. Sodium is 1 and S2 minus, therefore it will be Na2S. Okay. Next question on the screen, students. What is the formula? Mass unit of ZnO, zinc. But he has not given you the value of the zinc, student. The atomic mass of zinc has not been given. So oxygen we know 16.
Sub B part,
B.
81.
Okay. So zinc plus oxygen, the atomic mass, if we add the two, we will get the formula mass unit. Next question on the screen, students. How many atoms of oxygen are present in 300 grams of CaCO3? Students, your time starts now. Timer is on.
Sir A part.
You done it? Okay, before the time you could do it. Okay, A part. A part. Okay. How will we calculate how many atoms of oxygen are present in 300 gram of, what is the molecular mass of CO3? 40 plus 12 plus 48. How much is that? 100 gram per mole. And 300 grams will mean how much? What are the moles? Moles of CaCO3? 300 gram divided by 100 gram per mole. Students, gram cancels. So you get N equal to 3 moles. And 1 mole contains how many? CaCO3, 3 atoms of oxygen. So atoms of oxygen you have to calculate. So how many moles of oxygen are there? 3 into 3, 9 mole oxygen, student, atoms. And if 9 mole oxygen, then we multiply this by 9 into 6.022, 10 power 23, students. So what is the value? What is the answer coming then?
A part.
54.07, 10 power 23. So what is your answer, students?
Sir A part,
A is the
54.
correct answer. So next question on the screen. Next question on the screen, student. Which of the following represent the correct relation between Avogadro's number and number of particles and
Sir
moles?
A part. A part.
Okay. Moles is equal to number of particles divided by Avogadro's number. Then it will come to be number of particle here is n by n0. That is the correct answer, students. Okay. See, all the revision of the chapter is taking place. As I told you that in this quiz will be very important. All questions which we are discussing, student, they will help you a lot in exam. It will be a complete revision of the course with question and answers. More numericals are little difficult, so students will face some more challenge in solving numerical question. We are given more and more numericals here because more mistakes are committed in solving the numerical. Which one of the following has the largest number of particles? Till now, student, you scored 13 out of 15 marks. Next question on the screen, student. Which of the following has the largest number of particles?
Sir D part, 2 gram of H2.
If I have to find the first, if we find the mole, that will be enough because Avogadro number is same for all. 8 for CH4, 8 divided by 16 will be how much? 1 by 2 mole. And carbon dioxide 44, 44 or 44 or 4.4. What is given? 44 divided by 44 comes to be 1. And 34.2 gram. This is our CO2 students. 4.4. 4.4 by 44 will be how much? Zero point 0.1. Then C12H20, that is sucrose. C12H22 O11, the moles. How many moles, student? 34.2 by 342. So zero point 0.1 and 2 gram of hydrogen, 2 by 2, 1. So this is the correct answer. Maximum moles and multiply with the Avogadro number is same for all. Next question on the screen, students. The number of molecules in 16 gram oxygen. You have 16 gram oxygen, students. Molecules, how many molecules?
Sir, D part is the correct answer. 3.01 into 10 part 23.
If you have 16 gram oxygen, what is the molecular mass of oxygen, student? 32. 1 by 2 and 6.022 into 10 power 23. So you get 3.01. That is the correct answer. Next question on the screen, student. The percentage of hydrogen in H2O is, percentage of hydrogen in H2O is,
Sir, B part is the correct answer. 11.12.
H2 you have 2 hydrogen, H2O is how much? 18. So 2 by 18 into 100, 100 by 9 will be 11.12%. That is the correct answer, students. Correct answer. How to calculate the percent composition? Important question, percent composition. How to calculate the percent composition is always an important question, student. That is what we are doing in the chemistry, trying to find the composition of the different substances which we have, finding the composition of the matter. Student, question 4 is on the screen now. Find the mass of oxygen contained in 1 kilogram of potassium nitrate. If you calculate the moles, that will be sufficient. KNO3, what is the formula of this potassium?
Sir, B part is the correct answer.
How many moles are there? Nitrogen 14, so 48. What is the potassium atomic mass? 40 or 39? The atomic mass of potassium we have to add. First we have to calculate the moles. Then we will be able to get the answer, student. From this, what is the answer coming?
Sir, B part.
B.
Yes, sir.
There are, in how many moles of the potassium nitrate are there in 1 kg? 1000 gram divided by what atomic mass you have taken for potassium, students? Without calculation, answers cannot be given.
Sir, atomic mass of the potassium I have taken is 19.
90 potassium? No.
The 19.
90. That is wrong. No?
Sir, 39. 39. 39.
That is what I'm saying. 39. So how much this value is coming, students? So approximately how much you are getting? 10 moles. If I say 10 moles, students, so that will mean 10 mole mean 30 moles of oxygen, student, and 30 mole will be how many grams? 30 into 16, much? 480. What is the answer then? If I
Sir,
get
B part.
480, 480. Okay. Next question on the screen, students. How many moles of electron weight 1 kilogram? How many electron weight 1 kilogram? What is the mass of one electron, student?
Sir, D part is the correct answer.
What is the mass of one electron? First, we should know what is the mass of one electron. Then we can calculate because he has not given the mass
So
of.
mass of one electron will be 9.10 into 10 power minus 31.
Okay. 9.1 into 10 minus 30. 1 gram. 1 mole of electron will be how much? 6.02 into 10 power 23. This is the number of electron, students. So if I have 1 kilogram, then what will be it? 6.203 into 10 power 23. What will be the weight of that? Multiply with the mass of an electron and do the calculation. What answer is coming?
Sir, D part.
Okay. Certain this questions actually we should have given you the mass of electron so that student should not have difficulty. The certain question of little higher level has been kept in this student for the students, uh, which is why some difficulty could be there for the students in solving such questions. Students, next question on the screen, student. 25.4 gram of iodine and 14.2 gram are made to react completely to yield a mixture of ICl and ICl3. Calculate the ratio of moles of ICl and ICl3, students.
Sir, A part is the correct answer.
That
1:1.
mass of one electron is 9.110 minus 31 kg. This should have been given to the students. ठीक है, in this question, which has not provided this information should be given. So here the question is that you are given grams, therefore we should have given you the atomic masses of those which you cannot remember, students. So iodine and chlorine, they are made to react to yield a mixture of ICl Here the mole ratio is 1 is to 1. Here the mole ratio is 1 is to 3. So the mole ratio of ICL and ICL3. What, for which question, what answer student? What is your
Sir,
answer?
A part, 1:1.
Okay. You are getting 1 mark for that student. Next question. The mass of sodium in 11.7 gram of NaCl. The mass of sodium in 11.7 gram of sodium chloride is. This is our NaCl. The atomic mass of sodium is 23. Cl is 35.5 students.
Sir, B part, 4.6 gram.
1.6. How much? This is total 58.5. So you can say 58.5 gram of NaCl will contain how much? 23 gram of Na. Then the mass of sodium in 11.7 gram. How much will be that? 23 by 58.5 into 11.7. How much it comes?
B part, 4.6.
11. It is cancelled. 5. This cancelled with 5. 4.6 gram. Okay, student, next question. The formula of a chloride of metal M is McL3. The formula of the phosphate of the metal will be
A part,
which one?
A,
A part.
MnO4.
So that means metal is student 3 plus and Cl is minus 1. So if that is the case, then only you multiply this by 3, multiply with 1, the formula becomes McL3. If metal is 3 plus, the phosphate is 3 minus, then formula will be 1 into 1 MpO4. That is the correct answer, students. So you can apply crisscross method for finding the formula. There could be tricky questions. So that they may not ask you direct formula, students. These questions are little more than I mean, those students who are appearing for different competitions, they will find it good questions are there. They involve calculation and some thinking before you answer. Next question on the screen. Which one of the following contains largest number of molecules?
Sir, B part, 8.0 gram H2.
0.2 mole into Avogadro's number. That is 6.022 into 10 power 23. Here 8 gram will mean how much? 8 by 2, 4 moles. So this will 17 gram will contain how much? 17 by 18 water moles, and 6 gram means 6 by 44 mole of CO2. So which is the correct answer? What answer you have given?
B part.
B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. You can see that. Okay. B is the correct answer, students. Next question on the screen is coming. 1 gram of each of the following contains largest number. Which 1 gram of which of the following contain largest number of oxygen atoms? You are given 1 gram of each. Which will contain,
C part,
huh?
both. C.
Contain the largest number of oxygen atoms. 1 gram, first you find the moles. How many moles will be there? 1 by 16 moles. Here how many will be there? 1 by 32 moles. In this, how many? 1 gram, it is gram, not the mole, student. How much is this? 1 gram divided by 48 moles. So these are the moles, students, and this one oxygen atom and how many molecules will be there? You have to multiply by Avogadro's number. Here also you will multiply by the Avogadro's number, but one mole will have to so multiply by 2 also. Here same thing, 6.022 10 power 23 into 3, which will be the largest value then? Which is the largest value?
The C part.
This is coming the largest value. 1 gram. See this 3 will cancel with this 3. 116. This is 1 by 16. This is also coming 1 by 16. The answer is a D part. All contain same. You can see the answer of all the coming same. Got it? Calculate. Then what will you get? See how the calculations are done. D is the correct answer here. Without calculations, answers cannot be given. All most of the questions are involving a lot of calculations here. As you can see, students, the percentage by weight of oxygen in CaO4. This formula is wrong. CaO4, this should be CaSO4, students. Calcium sulfate, CaSO4, the percentage by weight of O2 in CaSO4 is. How much is O2 in CaSO4? These are
C
atomic.
part. C part.
C part. What is the molecular mass of this? Calcium 40, sulfur 32, 64. How much it is coming? 6, 136. ठीक है, ग्राम पर मोल. 6, 9 and 4, 13. So how much is oxygen? O2. O2 means 2 into 16 divided by 136 into 100. What is the answer?
C part.
So C part, 47.2%. All right, student. Next question on the screen. The percentage by weight of Zn in white vitriol approximately is. So we have to calculate the molecular mass of this ZnSO4 7H2O. How much is it coming? Zn, how much is Zn? 65, sulfur 32, and oxygen 64 plus 7H2O, 14 into 1 H. 7 oxygen into 7 into 16. This is the
A part.
molecular mass. How much it is coming?
Sir, A part 23.
A part. What is the value of this molecular mass? We have to divide 65 by this value into 65 divided by this into 100 will be the answer, students. So first we have to calculate this value. Without this, how we can calculate? Okay, next question on the screen, students. So we have to the formation of SO2 and SO3 explain the. This question is actually not based on the definite proportion. This is a law of multiple proportion, student. So this may not be knowing it. This actually is law of multiple proportion. Next question. Okay, you can leave this question, student. The law of definite proportion was given by who gave the law of definite proportion, students?
Sir Joseph Lewis Proust.
Okay, next question, student. Molecular mass is defined as
Sir C part. Mass of one molecule of any substance compared with the mass of an atom. C12.
molecular mass is defined as mass of one molecule of compared with mass of one atom of 12. That is the correct answer, students. Question number 16 is on the board, student. 0.01 gram of carbon is required to write a letter with a graphite pencil. The total number of carbon atoms used in writing a letter is. You are given how much? W.001 gram of carbon, student. What is the atomic mass of carbon? 12 gram per mole. So how many moles?
Sir B part.
How many?
5 into 10 power 19.
How many moles they are coming? So many moles, and then you want to calculate atom, student. 0.001 divided by 12 into 6.022 10 power 23. What is the answer then?
Sir B part.
6 up 2 and 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 10 power 20. B part is the correct answer. 5 into 10 power 90 atoms of carbon are used up. So when you are writing one letter with a graphite pencil, you can see how many atoms you are using. 5 into 10 power 19 atoms. That is the correct answer, students. So next question. There are certain questions which actually are not for the ninth class, but they have been included here. The relationship of the molar volume. 1 mole of gas occupies 22.4 liters. This is from Gay-Lussac, Avogadro's, Dalton's law, Berzelius.
Sir C part. Avogadro's law.
Okay, next question, student. The mass of one atom of carbon is.
B part. 1.99 into 10 power 23 gram.
Mass of one atom of carbon is. Okay. If you divide 12 by the, you are saying 1 mole of carbon, how much? 12 gram. It contains how many? 6.022 10 power 23 atoms. Then what will be the mass of one atom? 12 divided by 6.02 to 10 power 23. How much it comes? What is the answer?
The B part.
Okay, yes. After that will be the B part. 199, 10 minus 23. Next, the chemical symbol for barium is?
B part. Ba.
Okay, correct. Next question, the chemical symbol for phosphorus stands for P. P stands for?
Phosphorus. A part.
Okay, that is the correct answer. So students, in this case, how many questions have been answered by you? You have given 19 out of 20. So total marks obtained by the students 19 plus 13, 15 plus 20. 33 out of 35 students. So that is a good result. So that is a good performance, and certain questions were of little difficult, calculations were involved students, and certain atomic masses were not given. Considering that factor, I believe you are learned a lot in this chapter in atoms and molecules. So it's a very good result, and our learning continues. We are revising all the lessons, and we will continue to do so, students. And this is a good thing that our students are able to do good and they are learning a lot. Okay, thank you very much. Then we will meet you in our next class, students. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
bye, and have a good time.